Good evening, everyone. I am Velvet Wells, Captain Tacky and Field once we get into it, but I am Velvet Wells of the Dandies. Welcome. We are going to present. It's been a while. We're going to present Holodeck Follies, our spontaneous Star Trek parody. We're going to make up everything that you see here tonight, with two exceptions. One, we are going to stay in the Star Trek universe. It's vast. There's so much we can explore. And the second is that we know our characters. We have been playing together for over 10 years. We love playing these characters, so we're going to keep going. So those two things will be true, but everything else in this episode will be made up. To let the new viewers in on our characters, we're going to give you a little bit of a character preview through our logs. Logs is something that happens in the show, so we're going to do it here as well. And since I am here on the screen, I might as well start. Computer, personal log, Captain Tacky Field. We just finished a census for the Sigma Ioga system. It is vast and lonely, but the work was so rewarding. We discovered a new particle, and we're going to study it before we bring it back to the nearest station. I'm hoping that it gets named after one of our crew. It would be nice to have a commendation beyond just good job and hey, you didn't blow up this time. So that's what I'm hoping, and I have in my mind who I think it should be, but I don't even want to put it out here in the log yet because I want it to come true. Captain Tacky and Field, out.
Computer, Commander Hunter's log, personal. We've completed our census of the old Sigma sector, looking for anomalies, found none. New life, found none. Particles, found one. It might turn out to be interesting, but honestly, I could use some action. I don't mind a census, it's part of the job. Yeah, usually you expect to find something, at least a little dangerous or exciting. But this particle could turn out to be something very exciting. If not, I am working on a new donut recipe for the replicators that I think the crew will very much appreciate, especially after this dry mission. Log out.
Computer, 9 of 10 here. I have completed my census on myself. I am vast and empty, but my work is rewarding. I have decided that I should name myself after one of my colleagues. I have a thought about which one, but I will be running a competition to see who I should share a name with. That will not be confusing at all. I'm sure that everyone in the crew will be able to tell the difference based on tone of voice and where we are standing in the room as the captain points to us. 9 of 10, out.
Personal log, Dr. Kilator. So this particle is boring. But I have an idea to make it more interesting. The particle is neutron-based. We can definitely do something with that. I think the captain will really like this improvement. I mean, it's going to be so much fun. Dr. Kilator.
Dear Diary, Ensign Zach here. It's a little bit dark where I am, but apparently there's a particle loose, and I think it knocked out the lights down here. I was doing my consensus form, so I just circled yes to everything before the lights went out, but Hopefully, I'll see you all soon. Love always, Incident and Zach.
We take you now to the bridge of the USS Peregrine. Nine of 10. I'm thinking of having a name in the hat ballot for the name of the particle that we've discovered, the nutrient-based particle. Do you have any suggestions other than that as a lottery system?
One of 1,947.1425178319 repeating particles that we have found this light year.
We've been good at finding particles, but I'm wondering more about the naming, not the naming itself, but the lottery system. I feel a name in a hat is just so antiquated and so earth-based, and we as a crew are not.
Why would we give our hat's name to the particle? I thought that the hat's name was unique to the hat. I thought that was a aspect of Federation culture.
I don't even wear hats that often, and you're right. Since hats gained sentience, we haven't used them that often. Sometimes they get lonely, I'm sure. I'm thinking more of the, rather than the computer decide, rather than me decide by myself, or rather than an admiral coming along and making that his name or her name or their name. I thought we could come up with a fair democratic system until we get to the starbase.
You are the captain. You could order everyone that it is your name.
I could. I would like it to be a democratic process. I don't want it to be my name, honestly. I already have. How many of those particles? Look up in the system how many particles are already named after some variation of me. And excluding Tachyon, we already know that one.
Yes, it is 100% of the particles that we have found this light year.
Yeah, so I thought, just broadening it and giving other people an opportunity. So yeah, I'm thinking of a system. Maybe I do a pick a number. What number am I thinking of? But I don't want to change it. I don't want to have any bias on it.
I believe also that I might be able to guess this number. Are you ready? I will use my significant mental powers. You are thinking of 2.14571931297146 repeating.
Honestly, I was stuck between 4 and 5. Like it was either going to be 4 or 5. So that's probably where this is going to be tougher than I thought.
We are reaching orbit around Sigma 147. They are the most advanced democratic nation in the Federation, so we could ask them how to make a decision.
Oh, lovely. In terms of, it's not our first contact, but it's our ship's first contact. That would be a great way to have a conversation with about something they know very well.
Yes,
Right.
will you be leading an away mission, or should I invite them here?
Yeah, I'm going to lead an away mission. It'll be myself and the doctor.
All right, I will send a request. They said they will get back to us as soon as everyone has weighed in about whether they would like to see you and the doctor.
Right, and that makes sense. I mean, if you're going to be truly democratic, like the ancient Greeks of Earth were, I'm sure that their system is far more updated, at least in terms of tallying the votes.
Were the ancient Greeks actually democratic? I thought it was democratic, except not if you were female and not if you were not a landowner and essentially nobody. It was mostly just rich
men
right. Running everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I absolutely agree. That shouldn't even be a footnote. That's just accurate. And that's why I say that they are more advanced than that. I don't know why I made that reference. I don't know why so much of my historical perspective, it's not my history even. Anyway, once they let us know, then you let me know, and I'll let everyone know.
Yes. Cut to the planet.
Oh boy,
Should we
Federation ship.
go? Or should we not? That is the
Yeah.
debate we're having right now.
Hmm.
If we go, we'll be there. If we stay, we'll be here.
Yes, and they will also be here because they have requested that their doctor and their captain be allowed to attend the conference.
Oh.
Shall
They'll
we
be
allow
allowed.
them?
This is a good question.
It will probably lead to trouble and indecision. They are always making their own choices very rashly without consulting the rest of their people, and it inevitably leads to disaster.
They are not as democratic as we.
Yeah, should we?
I have a hypothesis that we could bestow on them.
Do tell.
Maybe before they land, they have to do a calming exercise to leave their aggressiveness on their ship. One.
Yes, I support a calming exercise.
I support
Okay.
that for everyone.
This
at how-
sounds reasonable.
Yes, look at how beautiful our land is. I don't want it tampered with angerness.
Yes, I don't know why we voted that you got the better land and we got the worse land, but it was democratic, so I
Yes,
have no feelings about
And-
it. I definitely do not have repressed feelings about it.
I'm not going to say anything, but I was the one who said I was going to walk further because the grass is greener on the other side, and I did get to the other side after that long walk, and
Yes, and you did get the very large, very green path.
very like this grass is as tall as trees. It is crazy. I can't mow it. I broke my lawnmower on one one blade of grass.
Well, you reap what you sow, as the Federation says. I am going to send the calming exercise to my quadrants, and we will see how they feel about this. They
Yes,
all.
maybe send the calming exercise to me as well.
Me as well.
It's polling quite favorably. My quadrants are in favor of the calming exercise.
As are mine. My quadrants are all. They're so happy.
Well, the results are in. Calming exercise for the Federation before they can set foot on our lovely democratic planet.
Yes.
We are in agreement.
Now, shall we decide what to eat for lunch in 2 weeks? It'll take us about a week to do the polling of everyone.
Yes, all of the options have been arranged, all 2,375 of them, and I have prepared to send them to my quadrants, and we shall see what the results are. If you're also ready to send them, then we can adjourn that now.
Yes, my vote always for Space Denny's.
Well, we always
It's-
know what your vote is.
It's delicious and affordable.
It's maybe affordable if you have the tall tree-like grass that you can sell.
Listen, I have expenses too. Like I said, my space lawnmower broke down on one blade, so it's just growing right now. I can't really sell it.
Cut back to the captain's personal room. The ready room. All right, so I am enacting, Doctor, we have to enact these calming exercises.
Yes.
Calming. We are supposed to leave our aggression, all of our conflicting natures here on the ship. See, I see you nodding. I see you trying
I'm
to
sure I can do
suppress.
it, Captain.
Is there anything that you would like to admit? Any new contract killings that you've been assigned to? Any, like, I think talking can be part of this calming.
I experimented with the particle.
Were you attracted to it because it's nutrient based?
Yes, Captain.
I-
You know
I-
I love neutrinos.
Oh, I know, and I know it's like they give off a special pheromone to you. I don't know why. I mean, that's amazing. I wish you'd write a paper about your attraction to neutrinos.
Well, it would also have to include you, Captain. Andorians do have a lot of neutrinos in their blood.
Yeah, we have had some accidents along the way, and thankfully you've repaired me from those. And calming. No, I don't want that work, that experimentation. I don't want that to come down onto the planet. They are so democratic that it may distract them from what I'm trying to achieve, which is a name for the particle. So I'm just
A
asking.
name
It's a
particle.
request. It's a request from your captain to not tamper while we're there. Yeah, I can see that your fingers are crossed. I understand.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, I have them up.
Yeah.
I will maintain
I
calmness.
will maintain calmness.
I will maintain calmness.
I will maintain peace.
I will maintain peace.
I will maintain my position as captain even after this.
I will maintain my position as doctor even after this.
I vote for us to head to the planet.
Let's do it.
Oh, come in.
Captain.
Yes.
Doctor. I heard that you were heading down to the planet, and I didn't want you to miss out on the new donuts that I have created.
Oh,
The
yeah.
sprinkles are made with negatively ionized gluons, which gives them a little bit of a kick. So I'll just hand them off, take them with you down to the planet, maybe share some with the locals. Just save them for now. They're still warm. I like a donut that's a little warm. They're delicious. Nothing could possibly go wrong, and enjoy your trip.
Thank you. I want to say I really enjoy that you've taken up this new hobby, this new sideline or new passion. Like I enjoy that you are discovering new things about yourself. And I will have to tell you that last batch was amazing. I didn't know how you got the little black hole in the center of it. That's so concentrated and so non-destructive. I mean, digestion was amazing. So congratulations.
Thank you. I since childhood, since my father and pizza chefery, I've always hated cooking, but replicator recipes, it's science, it's math, it's so much, you don't have to get your hands dirty. I really like it.
You're absolutely right. Sometimes the way that we're taught is actually the obstacle to us learning or discovering. And as I said, I'm really glad that you have this passion. I am looking forward to this. I'm going to wait until we beam down, though. There's no reason why the replicator and transporter would change the temperature.
No, it'll be fine. Keep it in that little package that it's in. I just know how droll the Sigmas can be, and that'll just, a little reward for what you're about to, vote through. You know what I mean?
I do. Yeah.
I'm ready for you to come down.
All right, I'm gonna take the bridge.
And make sure there's somebody in the transporter room this time. I don't want to have to try to run to do the controls and then run onto the pad this time. And yeah,
I mean, I can sight to sight you from the bridge if that's.
I want everybody to, to have a role and to feel like they're part of the process is all I'm saying. Anyway,
Oh yeah, the transporter chief is just standing there. So yes,
we hope
both of
so.
them have something to do.
Edson, I asked that you wait to decorate until I beam down, but are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm just taping up the replicator.
Oh,
Cut to the replicator.
Whoop.
Oh, and Ensign Zach.
Yeah.
Have you heard the particle?
That's kind of why I'm taping up the replicator. I
Yes, it told you that it doesn't like what's happening. You
it
just
doesn't
sort of
like what's
hear
happening,
it.
and it wanted another friend. So it told me to put it in the replicator, and it was a very convincing particle.
It
And
really is. It talks to you all the time.
all the time, it's just like blah 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 blah. You know,
Did you? Oh, now there are 10 of them. How many
Yeah,
did you
now there's 10.
replicate? Ensign Zach, how many particles did you replicate?
well, I kind of tripped on the button, so it was like 160 times 14.
All right, look.
It's a lot.
Hello, many particles who are now speaking to us telepathically. I am a former Borg. I understand how to have a society. Somebody must be in charge. Ensign Zach, would you like to be in charge?
Yeah, sure. I think I'm pretty good at things like this.
Ensign Zach will now be in charge of our society.
Oh God. Okay. Well, first we're gonna have corned beef Wednesdays. I think that's important.
But we don't like corned beef.
Wait, what? How can you not like corned beef? It's so delicious and satisfying.
We only like particles, more and more particles.
But corned beef breaks down like particles when you cook it properly. And I'm sure Commander Hunter will put that on his list. He's making donuts. Corned beef is basically the same.
We
Our
don't
leader
require
has corned beef.
Wait, what?
Our leader has said corned beef. It will be corned beef Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Well, that makes me very upset.
Uh-oh.
I just want to be more and more particles.
Please.
More particles until I'm so full of particles. Make me more. Replicate me.
All right, we
wait,
shall
what?
replicate you. Stop talking so loudly. We will put you back in the replicator, but we are also having corned beef Wednesdays.
Okay, you can have corned beef. I'll whisper.
This is how society works. One person tells us what to do. Cut to the planet.
Woo.
welcome. Welcome us, please.
Welcome. We have all decided to welcome you.
Thank you. I have brought a gift from my commander to you and to us. There is a tradition on Earth and other places of sharing food as an act of being part of a community together.
A donut.
These are, oh yes, these are donuts.
I'm familiar with donuts. They're very delicious.
The sprinkles,
very delicious.
the sprinkles on these ones are negative muons. No, negative gluons.
Oh, that should put an interesting spin. However, it is not a day of the week in which we indulge in sweets. So in order to break that cycle, we would have to check with all of our constituents and quadrants and make sure that it is okay to enjoy a sweet.
If I added salt to it, would that negate the sweetness?
I mean, that would make for a terrible donut unless it was caramel.
All right. Well, please, I do not want to interrupt your process. That is not what the Federation does. Please proceed if you would like to share.
Yes, let me send the poll to my quadrants.
I have sent a poll to my quadrants.
The quadrant of grass votes nay, for we are not there in the land of the sea, and we want some donut.
Yes, my quadrants vote yay.
I'm sorry, Captain. There is a very important sports ball match in my quadrant, and people are not looking at their voter registers, so the results may take a little while to come in. In other news, however, the wild rhododendron Denardrians have scored another goal and are up 3 points.
Huzzah!
Oh, that's wonderful. Actually, when I was last in this quadrant, I had started to tune into your sports ball. They are a very exciting team.
Yes, well, the teams are all elected and players are all elected very democratically, and so they're very even. It creates a very fierce competition.
Oh, even the movement forward and backward is negotiated. Doctor, if you ever get a chance to check them out, I do recommend it.
I would love that.
I am Captain Tachyon Field. May I know your names as well?
I'm going to find out if you may know.
Yes, I will as well.
Yes, we will get back to you on letting you know if we can allow you to know our name.
Fortunately, that is a small request, and it is ruled by first past the post, and you may know my name. It is Ed.
Ed. Nice
no.
to meet you.
Not Ed. It is Ed.
Ed.
Correct. Thank you.
Ed.
You honor me. Captain, not Ed. Ed.
Ed.
Correct. You honor me.
Yes, you may know my name. My name is Fran.
Bran.
Yes, you honor me. You honor me.
And I, Lord of the Grassland, majestic of all, is named Bill. Thank you.
Bill.
You honor me. Bill,
Lord
you
of the
honor me.
Grassland. Bill.
Not that we have lords
Not that,
outside the grassland. We have not voted on lords.
Well, you guys really don't walk over here that much now, do you? So we make our own rules sometimes over here where the grass is greener.
Well, we might walk over there if we were invited or had any part in the grasslands.
This may be a matter for a discussion in the chambers. Captain, why have you come to our planet?
I have discovered a new particle, and rather than name it after myself, as is the custom of the Federation, I wanted to name it after one of my crew members.
Well,
But I didn't want to decide. I would like to come up with a democratic way of deciding which crew member it is named for.
Why not draw from a hat?
You know an awful lot about Federation history. The hat is, well, as you may or may not know, hats have gained sentience. So we don't rely on them for just lotteries.
I see. There's a certain degree of randomness to a hat, which I figured the Federation would appreciate. But now that the hats are sentient, there could be a bias, of course, and the hat produces the name which it favors, and therefore it is no longer random and certainly not fair if it was democratically chosen to be a random designation.
It always goes for Griffin, and I'm not sure why. So, yes, I would like, as you point out, a more random, more democratic system, if possible.
Captain,
Yes,
you discovered
because
the particle.
If there are biases, then that just worms its way into your society and it just breaks it down. And then all of a sudden your democratic society is falling apart and my quadrant has decided that we do not want to be in a democracy with the Lord of the Grass.
Oh, well, really?
We declare war!
Lord of the Grass? Well, you never wanted to vote for Space Denny's, and we've been pretty upset about that. So
We don't like Space Denny's because Space Denny's makes our stomachs upset.
Oh, it makes your stomach upset. Well, it's great value. What did you expect for a great value like that?
We don't like value.
We have a lot of people to feed.
Ed.
Yes, Captain.
We would like the captain and the doctor to resolve our war.
Yes, resolve our war. I'm going to prepare for war by chopping these giant blades down.
And we will prepare for war by getting together and deciding how we feel about things and meeting in the council chamber for mandatory arbitration.
Well, mandatory this.
Um,
And-
Doctor.
Here I was concerned that the Federation would be disruptive, but it looks like you have found us in a moment of our own disruption, and perhaps your presence is a blessing in disguise as you can help arbitrate. My quadrant has repeatedly abstained to vote on the grassland because it's too far away for my constituents to care about. So they are beneath its notice and they would rather watch sports ball.
Doctor, you have experienced war firsthand. First initial thoughts.
It's my first war that I didn't start.
Right. It's nice to have the grass on the other side of the field, as it were. I would like us to arbitrate. I would like us to help if we can help. Doctor, do you have any recommendations?
So, my recommendation is that there is more equality between the landscapes. If you are intent on it being a democratic and equal society, then there is a reason for Fran to be upset. No grassland. So we need equal access to grassland. And, those are the negotiations that we need to start. So both Fran and Bill are going to have to come to an agreement about the use of grassland, or some sort of trade between the two. Maybe if Fran has something to cut the grass with, they could negotiate and trade for those resources. So basically, Fran gives the tools to them, and then they give grass to Fran.
I like those recommendations.
How I solved the Klingon debate.
It's come to my attention that I have been elected to facilitate your arbitration should you accept, since my constituents are not interested in the result, and I have been declared non-biased because, truthfully, I also don't care about grassland. It is so many quadrants over that we don't even think about it.
Cut back to the ship! Oh, the particles. Commander, do you hear the particles?
No, I haven't heard anything from the particles since they got here. I've been begging for them to speak to me, and they refuse. So unless everyone's playing a practical joke that they can hear the particles and Commander Hunter can't, then there's a reason that they maybe don't like me or something. I don't know, but it's been bothering me.
9
9 of 10.
Yes, I hear you. What do you need?
We don't like his donuts. Tell them to go away.
They don't like your donuts. Go away.
They're mad plain. You should put sprinkles or something on them.
9 of 10,
Sprinkles are evil.
Yeah.
They are having a disagreement about whether your sprinkles are desirable or evil.
Well, I do have a little bit of a security question, if you don't mind.
Yes.
And that might be on how it is that the particles that should have been contained in the science bay have had access to my donuts, which are in the mess hall.
Yes.
Are the particles no longer contained?
No, they are not. They are now, they have multiplied, they demand more particles every hour, and that is the only reason that they will fall in line and accept Ensign Zach as their leader. If Ensign Zach stops replicating them, then they will stop allowing him to lead. They will not have corned beef on Wednesdays as he has commanded, and the whole system will fall into anarchy.
I feel like there's a few things that I was not getting the reports on. All right, red alert. We have a particle infestation.
Yes, we have gone to red alert. Oh, the particles! I believe Ensign Zach has commanded that we all dance.
Yeah.
Everybody dance.
We
If it
must
will,
all dance now.
if it will placate the particles, then I will allow it. This is Commander Hunter to all crew of the USS Peregrine. It is essential for our safety and survival that you now begin dancing. Any dance of your choice. You can do the robot, you can do the Spock man, you can do the Klingon shuffle. Just shake your booties. Commander out.
Yes. Particles! What will you require to not tear our ship apart?
More replication.
What happens when there are so many of you that you overwhelm the ship?
We will go to our land,
Where is your land?
wherever we want it to be.
Yes, they will destroy our ship, I suspect, if we do not do something with them.
So 9 of 10, is the dancing helping?
Is the dancing helping?
It's making us happy.
All right.
Yeah.
They are still following the leadership of Ensign Zach. I will say,
Zach.
what they love Ensign Zach.
Okay, Ensign Zach, since you seem to have a rapport with the particles,
Yeah.
maybe you'd like to chat with them about finding a home that is not on the ship and does not destroy us.
Oh, but they're so friendly, and all they like to do is dance and make more particles, man.
Ensign Zach,
More
Yeah.
particles.
they can be as friendly as they like, but if we don't have a ship to live on, we can't be friends with them because we'll be dead.
Right. They're so good at walking in a line. Maybe we could get them to do like a Congo line or something.
Like a Congo line out the airlock and to somewhere else where
airlock
they can reside.
Onto that new planet that's having that problem with the grass and the stuff.
We're going to destroy the planet that the captain and the doctor are on.
Hold on, it is a sizable planet, much larger than the ship. Is it possible? 9 of 10. Can you do some math? And Ensign Zach, can you just ask if the particles would be happy multiplying to a certain size that does not overwhelm the planet? Maybe there's a piece of land that they can occupy and be happy.
Yes, this math will take a minute.
Sure.
Cut back to the planet.
So, if we can just move ahead, Ed.
Yes, the votes are in. We will begin arbitration for the grassland. We will hear both arguments. First argument will come from Bill, since the declaration of war, I believe, did begin there. And then we will hear a rebuttal from the other person whose name escapes me.
Fran.
Well,
Fran. Thank you, Captain. I'm glad you're paying attention.
me, Bill, majestic leader of the grass people, believe that listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. I forgot why we were fighting. I got so angry about Space Denny's not being a legitimate place for us to meet and eat at that I almost put my whole colony to war. And we grass people are a kind people. We live by a motto. If you've got grass, you've got class. We're willing to share if nothing happens to our forests. If we cut down in a single, if we cut single and not laterally and not in some form of weird Congo line, we could have peace again with the other side.
Your opening argument?
Oh, that is my open. Yes, that is my
Bill?
opening argument.
It has been logged as such, and it is now time for Fran to rebuttal.
Thank you.
Yes, that is me. Fran. I would like to say that the Lord of the Grassland has used our democratic process to try to organize votes and manipulate our society to put himself on top. Why do one set of people deserve grass and another deserve this? How come some of us live in wealth, calling ourselves lords, and others of us live in poverty with no grass? This is unfair.
Isn't fair. Very good. The rebuttal has been entered. Captain, if you have something.
Is it my turn to rebuttal?
Not yet, Bill.
I would like to become a participant in this and offer a third position. Is that allowed in your system?
It is quite irregular, but I will run it through.
Third
Everyone was
topic.
right on their tally machines. They definitely want to hear what you have to say. So you're very popular now, Captain. Don't screw this up.
My quadrant will listen too.
We will listen with both ears and nostrils.
Well, we will listen with both ears and nostrils and our eyes.
We'll listen with our nostrils, eyes, and hair follicles.
Yes, everyone's
We
partial
have-
listening.
We have a new colony that has developed just up above us, and they are looking for a place to call home. Maybe it's time for the people of the poor wetlands to take up residence in the grasslands and let the particles have this space. They don't need much except for a space to live. Would that fit with how you already live and work and decide together?
We do not want to give up our lands entirely. We just want a share of the grassland. We don't want to have to go live under the Lord of the Grassland.
We're sharing some of your weird sea land as well. It's not just the grasslands that's up for grabs.
I'm not saying that you would lose your lands. I'm saying, would you be willing to offer immigration?
What will these particles do for us? Will they participate? Do they want to vote? Do they want to be part of our society?
That would be part of the conversation to have with them. First, it is an emergency situation. It is something that needs urgent decision of where they can live. And then from there, once that need is taken care of, surely there's a provision for emergencies. Once that is taken care of, then other matters, more subtle and more excellently decided by you, can be undertaken.
Well, we will send out the emergency request. We are open to a conversation with the particles, but we will not say yes until we know what their position is. We don't need more lords coming to town.
Oh,
Right.
here we go again with the Lord.
I do know that at
the Lord of the Grass. It's lonely over here.
from what I have heard and seen in the reports, none of the particles are in a superposition.
Well, then you may invite the particles according to our quadrant if the other quadrants are agreeable.
Yes, my quadrants have agreed that we will hear the particles.
Yeah.
Captain Tachyon, field to USS Peregrine, if you can put the particles yet to be named somehow through the communications, or somehow through our communication system, if somebody can patch that in through the replicator, however you need to do it.
Okay, Captain, patching them through now.
Yes.
I feel like you have to be under a certain age to hear them. I can't. I'm going to just excuse myself to have this donut. I understand you can't vote on it. Doctor?
Captain, I'm hearing them right now. They're saying, stay away from the donut. Some are thinking it's evil, and others are thinking it's wonderful.
I mean,
I
it
can't
looks
decide.
amazing. It's still a little bit warm because of my hand temperature. they don't. I've not offered any to the particles, so
But you
that's
see, I can be a voice for them. They're telling me that the wetlands that you're in are perfect for them and they don't need anything. They'll just be happy replicating themselves. So all they want
Yes,
is to
the
replicate
area that your captain is in is actually a simple syrup marshland. It is very sweet and actually not quite to our liking. None of our people wish to live there.
But will they expect a vote? Will they, if they are on the planet, they could destroy the whole democracy unless they plan to vote. And then how many votes are they getting? How fast do they replicate? You know, it could throw the whole balance off.
I sure hope that you don't base the voting system on the shape of the state that you are in. I mean, that would not be a fair representation.
Certainly not. There are different representations based on what is being voted upon and it affects them or their lands or those outside, various policies. We have it all wrapped up, Captain.
I'm
Yes.
sorry, that's just an old Earth history is
We've
creeping in
been-
for some reason.
We've been doing this a very, very long time.
If they replicate and they replicate 1,000 times a day, then suddenly they are. They will have the major vote and then they will be in control of everything. So, what is their position?
That's fair.
They said that they will vote as one. So they will be a one count vote. They are
One vote.
interconnected, even though they disagree on donuts.
How
They
do
all
they
vote.
make decisions?
So they are already a democracy.
Yes.
They are a unit that will only behave or act based on a vote of the will of their collective.
That is
Yeah.
correct.
It sounds like they'll fit right in.
How do they, if they disagree, how do they come to some conclusion? They just have, like, instant conversation?
It looks like they instantly transmit their feelings towards each other and their thoughts.
You know,
They're
that
saying-
would have helped a lot of relationships that I have seen in my past if they actually communicated with that. This sounds like such an amazing particle. I wish we had a name for
Like
it.
a flock of birds that all turns in the wind at the same time. Why not, Captain? Why not name the particle the Peregrine particle after your ship, since it was your ship that discovered it?
My quadrant also likes the peregrine.
We, the people of the grass, including the Lord, like the idea of calling them peregrine as well.
I love this idea, but if they are absolutely able to think and speak as one despite disagreements, I feel like it's arrogant of me to give them a name if they already have a name.
That does make sense.
Captain?
Put it to them and vote. I mean, you did come here initially
solve
to
this.
name them, but obviously
Yeah.
things have changed.
Doctor One,
They're voting right now.
I wish we
They are
could see
now
the
named
tally.
Peregrine.
They're now named Karen?
Peregrine.
Oh, Peregrine.
The
Oh, wait.
Peregrine particle.
No, they
Please,
said
no, please
not
not Karen.
Karen.
Please,
Not
yeah, thank you,
Karen.
not Karen.
Peregrine,
Thank you.
What's the name? What's the name?
Peregrine.
The
Yeah.
Peregrine particle. Captain,
No, I-
Peregrine?
you have left a legacy here both for this new particle life form and on our planet as well by giving us a new point of view and perspective in our voting constituents.
We have not resolved the matter of the Lord, though. Now, this particle where they can just transmit their feelings, that might help. We have had festering feelings in this quadrant that we have not felt able to express.
Doctor, I think it's time for you and I to go. This may be a long
Perhaps
conversation.
if the particles could be integrated into our
I
subconscious.
use as Peregrine 2 to beam up.
Captain, the results are in. I'll have that donut now.
Go to space station.
Great, enjoy.
These particles like to be part of us.
Over
Let
here.
these particles join with us and allow us to transmit our feelings.
Listen,
They
feelings.
said yes.
A $3.99 pancake meal is delicious.
I'm being beamed up.
I am going to eat a particle. You eat a particle, Lord.
All right. That was another episode of Holodeck Follies. Thank you very much for having joined us. Donuts for everyone. Thank you very much for having tuned in, for sharing it around on social media. If you haven't subscribed already, please do join us on YouTube and Twitch and Facebook and Twitter. We're all of those places. Let us know how you're doing. Let us know how you enjoyed the episode. And until we see you again, we hope that you laugh long and prosper.